On today's episode of Heat, gameplay review, just winging it through this track. So I wanted to get another game of Heat reviewed here. It's been a few days since I've actually played any Heat, so I wanted to jump back in on Arena. Like I said, I might try to do some of the expansion games, Heavy Rain, but I haven't jumped into any yet. So looking at the track, we all lose a stress. This no cooldown doesn't affect us in any way. There's none of the weather condition tokens out. We have a few overheat conditions, increase in speed, and a couple free slipstreams. Increase your slipstreams by one, right? So I get the draft first. In this case, I mean, I'm going to take this every single time unless there's like a gas pedal with the plus or the triple boost. So I go ahead and take that. Okay, Daddy Cool's turn. They take the wing. Mr. MC takes the four-wheel drive with the plus bonus. Sugi takes tires and the RPM. Mr. MC takes four-wheel drive with the cooldown. They're really setting up to do a lot of movement with boosting and stress. Daddy Cool takes the 1.5 brakes. And they left me RPM, which I didn't think was going to happen, so I take it. Okay, second round of the draft. There's not really all that much here that's really, really good. Obviously, the wings are really good in my opinion. This gas pedal is really good, but I'm obviously not going to see it. So, like, these RPMs is what I was really looking at for my turn. So gas pedal was taken immediately. That's no surprise. It's probably one of the best cards in the game. The RPM with the slipstream's gone. So that's one of the cards I was looking for. But then it starts giving me hope for this card here. Daddy Cool takes a body card, which is... they already have the 1.5. But probably don't need this, in my opinion, because we're already missing one stress. So, okay, so the wing's there for me, so I take it. no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I'm going to take that. And I take the suspension with the slipstream, because to me, this is flexible, but this I can always have, right? Once I draw it. So that was my thought process. Gas pedal was taken. Tires were taken with the cooldown. Then Cooling System 4 is a really good card. I discarded the 1-2. The tires, the gas pedal was discarded, and a gas pedal. So yeah. Alright. This is the draw I get on the first turn. All my 4s, all my 3s, right? So, Great Britain's track's always a pain on the first turn. You just want to get as far as you can. This hurts, so you can't really overspeed this turn too much unless you really want to lose some heat, you know? The only advantage I have by going last is I do have adrenaline. So there's my 12. I catch up with Sugi. Use Adrenaline, then Slipstream, right? Okay, next round. I made a mistake here because I can't add. So I know all my 4s are gone. I know all my 3s are gone, right? So this is going to be a 1 or a 2, right? I shouldn't have clicked on the 3. Maybe I should have just been a little bit, you know, cautious. But I end up going 11 here on my turn. So, yeah, I spend 2 heat here. It was a little mistake that I made. Don't know how much it would have impacted this race. It is the first lap, though. So, Sugi's going to slipstream, obviously. Nope. Oh, sorry. That's the green legend. Geesh. Sugi's blue. All right. So, I was thinking about when I wanted to use this wing card here. So I could use it now, maybe, but then I wouldn't be able to slipstream properly, right? So I think a better time to use it would be like next turn, depending on where I land on this little section here. So I just go 3. I know Daddy Cool drafted the wings, so like I knew he could possibly do this here. I like to be a little bit more close to the line so I can go through 2 turns, you know, before using my wing. So he's going to move 8. I'm going to move 6. I'm not going to be able to slipstream, but that's fine. I can't afford to spend any more heat right now if I want to use that wing. And then I make another error. I meant to go 5, right? Now I thought I clicked on this, but I had only clicked on these 3 cards. So when it gets to my turn, you'll see I actually fall short of the line. So it's been a few days since I played, so maybe I got a little rusty or wasn't paying attention. But so I first thought about this, and I was like, well, why don't I just go 5, right? Pay the heat, go 5, come up here, use my wings next turn, possibly. But yeah, did not click on the right cards. Daddy Cool is going really fast. They're going 8 through this turn, so they're going to spend 2 heat. A little bit reckless. Don't know why you would do that. You know somebody's in front of you. You could probably slipstream them, you know. Like, why spend that extra, you know, that extra little bit of heat there. Like going too fast, you know. So there's my mistake. I only went 4. But by not spending that one, I have a way out of it. So, because when it gets to my turn here, you'll see that I am 7 away here. This will be a 7-speed turn, right? This will be a 9-speed turn. So I'll be able to go all the way to here, which works out pretty well. This section right here plays a huge role in this race. Anytime you race on Great British track, this section here can make or break you, you know? So, just gotta be cautious. You know, you don't want to give people slipstream, you know, to get through this turn. Might have even been better for him to go short, you know? I don't know that, you know. But nobody got through the turn, so, I mean, it wasn't that bad of a move, right? Okay, so I moved my 7, pay the 2 heat for the wing, and now I'm in position to get through this corner, right? So I'm here and I'm thinking to myself, well, I could go 3 and get through it, or I can go 4 and maybe slipstream. Yeah, that didn't work out too well because now Daddy Cool decides to go slow on this corner. So he helped out Mr. MCE, and now he's not helping me. So it's a little bit disappointing here. He goes 2. And I zip right past him, right to here. It's gonna cost me a heat, but I'm gonna put a heat back, so discard to 1. So I got an amazing hand of cards here. So 14 plus a boost, basically. So not only did Daddy Cool help MCE, he also helped Sugi get through that corner, you know. The only person he didn't help was me. So okay. MCE goes 12. It's going to boost. Use the 4-wheel drive. So even with my amazing hand, like, that's about as good as you can get, right? I couldn't catch up with him. I could have boosted, but I was in the position where I didn't want to spend that 1 heat if I didn't have to. Okay, Daddy Cool goes. It's gonna go flying. It's gonna boost. Get a 2 and then slipstream. I used his adrenaline too. Now this is extremely good for me because now I'm in 4th place, so I'll get the cooldown plus an adrenaline. So I'm going to play 9 instead of 10 and then hope somebody's here. That's all I really can do. If I go the 10, then it's like I'm spending the 2 heat and now I'm in a bad situation. So, but luckily MCE could only go 9, so I will catch them and use my adrenaline and then slipstream. Okay, Daddy Cool goes 8, and then Slipstreams goes right here. I wanted to get rid of one of my stress, so I used one this turn. Trying not to use them too much because I wanted to get my cards back, my good ones. Luckily I didn't discard one of them. You notice MC did not slipstream us because he knows that he can slipstream on the other side of the turn here and maybe get through here. I mean, it's a way better play. You can pull it off, right? So now what I have to worry about is, does Daddy Cool have their wing, right? It took him a long time to make his selection of cards. So I was like, oh, he's probably going to use it because I'm just going to go 6. Use my suspension to try to catch him and then slipstream 4. So I really thought he was going to use his wing, but he doesn't. He goes 7. I mean, not much they could do at this point to stop me from slipstreaming through that second corner there, I should say. Gonna put the suspension back on to my deck. Really wasn't happy though with where I landed. I mean, I'm 5 away from this turn. So in order to get through it, I'm gonna have to spend both of my heat. Sugi's way back there right now, but I mean, so easy to catch up on this track, get through 2 corners, you know. So I'm gonna go 5 because I don't really have a choice here. If I only go 4, I'm inviting them to catch up, and I'm trying to just stay in the lead right now. It's not a position I'm always comfortable with. I'd rather be like trying to overtake the leader on this last turn, but I mean, I possibly could have kept the suspension for this section, but I didn't, so I thought Daddy Cool used his wing there, but he only did a 4 and a 4 for some reason. I don't, maybe he couldn't downshift, but I didn't think he must have had a bad hand is all I can think of, you know, or maybe he misclicked like I did on the first lap. Yeah, but he crashes spectacularly. I almost want to go back and see what he had in his hand at that time, you know? Let me just double check to make sure I'm not going crazy. Yeah, he used both of his 4s, yeah. Okay, Sugi catches up to Daddy Cool, and then, you know, now he's in the race again, basically. Okay, so here's the penultimate turn for me. I decided to go into first gear, play my wings card, so I could cool down 2 heat, because in order to get through the turn, I would have to go 5. I have no heat, so there's no way I could do that. I had to go 6 with the wing and cool down both heat. Problem with that is I'm in first gear, so anybody gets through this corner, I'm probably not winning, right? So what does the green legend do? He sets it up perfectly for Mr. MCE to get through this corner. So, I mean, there's nothing I did about it. I mean, I think I ran a pretty good race here. Again, I play 2 cards. I have my 4-wheel drive and my 4. When we get to my turn, I'm like, please give me anything at all to get across this line. And it does not happen, unfortunately. So. Yeah, so there it is. I got a 1. So I can't even boost across the line here, which is what I was hoping for, because I would rather just cross now. I still do the boost because why not, right? Got a terrible hand still. For next turn, MC is going to definitely cross the line here. So anytime you can't cross the line like this, you're inviting your opponents to be able to beat you, right? So I might not even come in second at this point, just because I had such a bad draw there. Daddy Cool uses their wings, so they'll be able to get through all this garbage here. At least get the 4 this time, so I get 10. This race is way closer than it should have been. There's 15. Daddy Cool here. Can use adrenaline, and then he can boost, but he couldn't pass me unless he had like a gas pedal, but I don't think he had one, so. Then Sugi moves 14. So I come in second. I had those 2 snafus in the beginning. I don't know how much that really affected where I ended up being. Maybe if I had a little bit more heat through the first lap, it might have been a different story, but who knows? You can't really go back and dwell on that, right? My big issue was the legend card really helping out my opponent at the end there. It really hurt. But once again, that's something out of my control, you know. If you went 1 less, I think I would have been okay, right? If the legend only went 3, right? You know, I might not have lost that race. So. All right, but there's another game of Heat, Pedal to the Metal. If you like my content, please, like and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but I'm really hoping that my channel takes off a little bit. I really want to build a good community of board game players. So leave a comment also if you think I could have did anything different other than my 2 snafus there. There's two bad mistakes I made at the beginning on the first lap. But until then, thanks for watching, and have a nice night.